Hello there. Today I'm making a video on Linux. One of the biggest hindrances of Linux is the number of people that don't know how to begin with Linux. So if you give them simple commands such as how to reset their network card or anything, they really have no idea where to begin. So I wanted to make a video with some of the simplest Linux commands. So, like I say, these are commands. We want to do application, system tools, terminal, so we can open up a command prompt. And I don't know the GUI very well, but command line I do all right with. And the reason why I'm making this video is so that people know some of the simplest things. Now, you got to remember when you log into Linux that you log in, but there's a root user above you. Even if you're using Ubuntu, the root user is disabled. But to be able to log in as a root user, you can do su, and it'll ask you for a root user. So you can see right here, it showed my username, and right here it shows now root. If you want to log in as root on Ubuntu, you can sudo su. You may also sudo password root. That'll assign root a password and will enable the account. But remember, if there's any kind of account that any kind of major change you need to make, you'll have to make it as administrator, as root, which is kind of like a super administrator. So the first command I want to show you is pwd. That stands for present working directory. It'll show you which folder that you're currently in. The important thing to remember about Linux is there's no C drive or D drive or E drive, or it gets letters like in Windows. Everything's based off of the root folder. So cd ... enter. So if I do pwd now, it just shows a slash. Everything's based off of that slash. And it's also important that when you type in folders, that you know that they are case sensitive. So you got to really watch if something's capitalized or not. Now, when I did pwd, the command will also have switches on it. But if you ever want to know what a command does, you can type in man and the command, and that'll show you the manual. So man pwd will show me all the switches that are available. And if I want to get out of the manual file, I just hit the letter Q to quit. So if you ever need to know what the switches are on a command, all you need to do is just put man, and you can even man and see what the switches are for man. So Q to quit, to get out. So another important command is ls. ls will show you all of the items that are listed in your current folder. Alright, there's also cd. Seen me use that, cd, for desktop. Of course, desktop is capitalized. So if I do a lower d, that's not going to do me any good. So I have to do capital D, and I can just type just enough to differentiate. DE is enough to differentiate from documents and download. I can press the tab button, and it'll complete the word for me. Another important folder to be aware of, anywhere that I am, I can do CD and then the tilde, and that'll take me back to my home directory, pwd, which would be the equivalent of, in the Microsoft world, of being in my folder in Documents and Settings or in Users. So I'm going to pause here for a minute and we'll pick this back up with more